Yo, welcome back. Alright, this is the Irish guy. And slap that big fat red subscribe button, but most of all, leave Deji alone! Right now, half the internet is saying that he's too fat to box. Lads, no! I'm sorry, if Deji Olatunji wants to prepare for a pay-per-view boxing fight by stuffing 7 cheeseburgers down his throat every morning for breakfast, then let him do that. Sure, most budding young boxers will have photos of Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali framed in their gym. Deji, though, clearly worships from the temple according to Chief Wiggum. I mean, what's wrong with it? Andy Ruiz knocked out Anthony Joshua's six-pack after probably spending 3 months eating ketchup and butter. He's the type of guy who probably eats Easter eggs in the middle of July. But for all you boomers out there, boomers, is that what all the hip young kids are saying? Yes, boomers who criticize Deji for having love handles bigger than a couch, you probably also got the stamina of Sloth from Goonies. But listen, right, so Deji wants to carry a little bit of holiday weight into the ring. Lads, we know the age-old expression, styles make fights. Just ask Mike Mayak after the One Direction dress controversy. Ah, that's a clever joke. You'll probably all get it tomorrow while you're waiting for a bus. So yeah, lads, trying to hit 20,000 subscribers as soon as possible on this channel. We're so close, lads. If you're new here and want to stick around for more video, anything really, it's just a channel where the Irish guy talks about anything. Then smash that fat red button. And yeah, let's get back into the video. But lads, the fight was Deji versus Vinnie Hacker. For those of you who didn't know who Vinnie Hacker was, which I can assume is everyone on the planet over the age of 14, he's the guy who makes a living doing this, i.e. dancing like Britney Spears on Smack. And what was his motivation for taking this fight?
What would make you accept this fight against Deji? Money?
This guy was born in July 2002. He's basically a walking fetus. Christ above, when Deji was training to fight Jake Paul at the Copper Box Arena in 2018, you know, when he gave a bloody nose to the guy now training to knock out a guy with 5 world titles, Vinnie Hacker was 15 years of age. This should have been no contest. Deji, you share the same blood as the guy who beat Logan Paul. You know, a fella who's just gone 8 rounds with Floyd Mayweather. I mean, come on, you should have devoured Vinnie like a stale cheese sandwich. Vinnie Hacker. Christ, he sounds like some middle-aged lumberjack who can't satisfy his wife. You wouldn't expect something that looks like Justin Bieber crossed with one of the emaciated smack rats off Breaking Bad. At the weigh-in, Vinnie comes out looking like someone who hasn't touched a pizza in 7 years, with a shredded six-pack, not 1 ounce of fat, and with the muscle tone of a Powerpuff Girl. While Deji, I'm sorry, that is not a fighter's physique.
I hope you're ready, Vinnie.
That was the extent of Deji's training camp. Bring a tripod into a boxing ring, punch a bag with Vinnie's face stapled on it 5 times, then go home and eat a custard pie off a toilet seat. Listen, Deji, if you're going to refuse to do cardio for a boxing match that's streamed to millions across the planet, okay, maybe not millions. How many people watch this fight? Apparently it cost £50. £50 to have DJ Khaled screaming in my face? No thanks, I'd rather stick my face in a fireplace. But yeah, Deji, if you're not gonna go for a jog or step up on a treadmill, then don't put up a video titled Why I Will Win.
I've trained my ass off, like my ass off. I wish I had more time so I could, you know, just like perfect everything. But I mean, I've had enough time. I think, yeah, but...
No, listen, I'm not a wannabe junior psychologist, but I can't be the only one who watches this video and sees a man second-guessing everything, saying he still needs to perfect things, translating to him finally remembering that he never went for that bastard jog.
Tomorrow's my fight, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
This is like the night before performing in your school play and realizing you haven't learned any of your lines. This is like the night before your geography exam and realizing you haven't studied the chapter about China. Oh, have fun pointing out Shanghai on the map then. Spoilers, it's not in bastard Mexico. Christ, I wish I knew that when I was 17.
I'm gonna sleep easy after I've done this video. So yeah.
Sleep easy? Sleep? I don't believe that for 1 second. I'm pretty sure he didn't sleep a wink that night. Probably just staring at the ceiling of his Miami hotel, wondering how much nutrition there is in 7 bowls of Cocoa Pops. None, Deji, none. You know what? This wouldn't be so frustrating if the guy hadn't spent the last 3 years talking like this.
I'm putting this out there right now. I think I'm the best YouTube boxer. I'm saying that right now. I don't care what anyone thinks. You haven't seen what I am right now? I'm the best YouTube boxer. And I'm saying this now. When my cardio is up, any YouTuber, I don't care. Oh, you up?
When my cardio's up, this was in April 2020. That is 15 months ago. Is that not long enough time to get your cardio up? The guy spent the last 3 years whining about a rematch with Jake Paul.
Let me tell you something, Jake. I didn't take my training seriously, and you barely beat me. Imagine when I take this so seriously. Do you really think you have a chance? On my second fight, I'm not gonna have any nerves, and I'm gonna train my ass off. Do you really think you're gonna beat me?
Train your ass off. Train your ass off to such an extent that you couldn't actually make it past the 3rd round with a kid who had the muscle strength of an actual Calippo. A TikToker who pouts to the camera and who had never laced up a pair of gloves until March. I mean, come on. Not to mention these were 2-minute rounds. And not to mention you tried to invent yourself a new tactic. Kneeling down to catch your breath. In the middle of a round? I'm sorry, what? Unless you were choking on your own teeth. Unless you're about to choke up last night's lasagna all over the canvas. Unless you were me in my uncle's shed, you had no reason to be kneeling down.
Jake Paul, I want to work so hard just to prove that I can fight Jake Paul, and I will beat Jake Paul the next time I fight him.
Didn't realize working so hard clearly meant spending 80% of his training camp with his hand wedged in a tube of Pringles. I mean, don't get me wrong, we all like Jake Paul the same way we like a chronic dose of diarrhea. But I think we all know that if these two fought today, Deji's face would very quickly resemble a melted pizza. Good Christ, he'd be picking chunks of his own teeth out of his face for weeks. It's sad because clearly this guy does have a degree of boxing ability.
I haven't even done it.
Oh, okay, yeah, these clips, they look bad, okay? This looks very bad. This is just getting violated by your brother. Might as well change his name to Rodri.
That's why we're gonna train, bro. We're gonna train till you are ready.
Who'd have thought this been that Christmas Day with Deji barricaded in the family toilet?
He'll beat Jake, because I don't believe Jake has that grit in him. I think Jake's gonna be more athletic. I think he's gonna have all the natural ability. I think if it really gets gritty and hard in there, Deji can win the fight.
Did Vidal just tip Deji to have more hunger in a boxing ring than Jake Paul? More hunger in a Burger King drive-thru, perhaps? But lads, this guy's supposed to be the boxing expert, right? And he saw more hunger in Deji's eyes than Jake's? Then again, he did also make a video titled Logan Paul should quit boxing 4 months before he went 8 rounds with the greatest boxer of all time, whilst apparently pocketing 20 million quid along the way. I mean, I didn't like the fight either. It was a boxing circus freak show, but I'm not sitting here saying Logan should have refused the paycheck and quit boxing. It's sad, but Logan Paul made more money in 28 minutes than Vidal Riley ever will. He's most likely dripping head to toe in utter bitterness towards the Pauls.
2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was immature. I was stupid. I took things for granted. I was an idiot. I was too playful. I was just silly. Obviously now, my head's screwed on. Don't doubt me. That's all I'll say, don't doubt me.
Don't doubt me. Listen, this guy has 10 million subscribers. He lives in a mansion with Lamborghinis parked in the drive. He doesn't need to box. That is not how he makes his money. To win a boxing match, you need skills inside the ring, of course. But the #1 thing is fitness, cardio. You need to be able to outlast your opponent. Boxing training, it's not a case of just working on your right hook. It involves 10K runs, jogs up mountains, high intensity gym cardio workouts. Look at your brother for inspiration. Maybe ask him what he did for both Logan Paul fights and Joe Weller, because I'm pretty sure he wasn't searching for answers at the bottom of a Dunkin' Donuts family bag. Listen, maybe I'm being harsh. Let me know in the comment section below, what more could Deji have done to win this fight? But we all know what more he could have done. Step foot outside his house and go for a run. It's not about working on your technique. It's not about perfecting that left hook swing. No, it's simple basics. Listen, I know 2020 motivation was low for a lot of people, and I know many people let their fitness slide. It was very easy to just sit on the couch and watch movies all day. But I'm sorry, you've always wanted to get back in the boxing ring. You wanted to prove everyone wrong. And this fight has been official for 3-4 months, I think. Isn't that long enough to get yourself in some sort of shape? Listen, Deji, actually, I don't know why I'm saying listen, Deji. He's never going to watch this, but if by some fluke, if he stumbles across this and has made it this far, again, he probably hasn't. He's probably still crying from KSI's video. But listen, if you want to box again, just go and work on your fitness. You've clearly got some boxing ability, but just go for a run. Just very simple. Go outside, go on a treadmill. And maybe then we might be able to see you beat someone in the boxing. Look at Bryce Hall, look, he's clearly got the boxing skills of a plate of spaghetti. I'm pretty sure if you had the stamina, you'd be able to beat him, knock out a big name, and suddenly catapult you into stardom or whatever you want. But listen, anyway, that's just what I think. Let me know in the comment section below if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always, I'll talk to you in a while.